Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play Europa Universalis IV El Dorado. So, it's already been a hotfixed patch, it's one day after patch day, and yeah, they fixed the attrition thing, which is good. I'm trying to decide if I want to play as Uber Russia, or if I want to play as Tradey McTrade. Either one sounds fun. I kind of do want to play around with some of the mechanics over here. You know, like with privateering and stealing gold and all that stuff. But at the same time, you can't do achievements with custom nations, so I guess maybe we'll hold off on some of that stuff for later. Yeah, I don't know. I think I want to try. We're gonna try out Tradey McTrade. Let's do Tradey McTrade just for fun. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna add like an extra stipulation, right? So we're gonna do a reverse Switzerland. No inland provinces allowed. Let's just see how well the game goes if we only conquer the coast. That's all we care about. So we'll create our own custom nation. This will be episode number 0. And we're going to do like an advanced form of this from the previous video where I actually am going to take like all of the Lubick ones as well because we can for reasons. Yeah, so this will be episode 0. It's going to take a little while. We'll maybe spend 10 minutes or so forming up the country. What color shall we be? I know a lot of people are really particular on their colors. I just kind of like the idea of being easy to see, you know? Ooh, that's a nice green color. I like that. Let's do that. As far as an emblem goes, I'm not going to do the rebel flag because that'll just get me all confused. Now, Johan had told me that this 3 frogs thing is somehow related to Satan. If you do, look at this, if you do 666, yes, this was probably intentional. This is like somehow related to Lucifer or something. Three frogs on a red and purple field or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Is there anything like related to trade? Islam, Judaism, elephants. That's cool. Peaceful flower. Hey, it's like a boat wheel. Yeah, we'll take that. That'll be the one. And then for our oh, you know, that one looked good. I like that. It's colorful. Change the colors around a little bit. Oh, it's so beautiful and colorful. We're gonna go with that one. We're not gonna be Holland though. It's gonna be Tradey McTrade. And the nation adjective will be what? An adjective modifier on other nouns. How about profitable? So like the profitable war or something. Let's see how that plays out when we actually get into game. Now, obviously we want to be male. We're gonna have to make sure that we are a merchant republic. Now you may notice that a few things look a little bit different. I did update my it's taken me one day. I got the mod pack updated. So that is good. Now we should totally be I know that we could like play with the right culture group. Why is culture not available on this? You would assume culture would be something you should be able to see. But anyway, it would totally make the most sense to like play as a culture. Why does it say observer mode there too? It should say like the culture. Sorry, we should play as the culture that's like nearby so that we have accept culture. But we're not going to do that. We're going to find the one that is in Africa called Arumba, and that'll be the one. That's going to be our culture. We're going to be the Yorumban culture. Arumba. That's totally related to me somehow. As far as religion goes, you know, I stayed Catholic in the Tradey McTrade pre-video. Coptic, I think, yeah, it gives fort defense. Let's see if we can find anything that increases force limit for Navy. I know Hindu and Norse both have like special gods they can pray to or whatever, and that gives them extra modifiers. Is there anything specifically? Morale of navies +10. There's a tiny little bit of like graphical stuff that can happen with this mod, but that's okay. You know what? Let's go with Norse. They get naval force limit modifier +10, land force limit modifier +10, and they get to pray to a god. We'll do it. We're going to be the Arumba Norse, the Merchant Republic, Western Tech, and the name of our character. Do we need to like? We don't get to choose a dynasty, right? Because we're we get some rather strange names. We'll call him Arumba Yorumba. And we'll do this thing. We'll go down a little bit. So we've saved 18 whole points here. Not much. Arumba Yorumba. I like it. Now, as we talked about before, we want to go with a merchant who is diplomatic. Merchant +1. And now, also, I'm starting to wonder if maybe the naval supply modifier at the beginning is really necessary. How quickly do you think we can get to maximum force limit? And also, the second time I did this, I did not get, like, the same number of ships. There might be a random factor in there. So, okay, well... trade efficiency is always nice. Let's see if that's in this list. Trade efficiency plus 5. 0 point. You see how much easier it is to see with this better UI mod? My god, that's so bright and pretty. So we can get this for free as part of our tradition. And if we take it as a 0.1, we literally pay nothing for it. You know, double 0 is still 0. That's pretty solid. It's not much trade efficiency, but hey, it helps out. It's 5% more income from trade. It's 5% more trade power in every node. What else do you get? You used to get well, I guess they changed that with the caravans. You used to get bonus inland trade power for every 10% trade efficiency you had. I don't think that still matters. We'll see. We might bump that up. Now, what else would make sense? We're going to actually take our time this time. Since Tradey McTrade was just like showing it off, now we got to actually decide like what's going to be the way we play. The ones I really like are things you can't normally get. Like, I like stronger global government. You know, minus monthly autonomy is pretty solid. Tech costs I don't think we need to worry about because we're Western. Tolerance of the True Faith only costs 3 points. It's pretty solid. Tolerance of Heathens, they're usually the problematic ones. And we're going to be, we're Norse. So everyone in the whole map is a heathen to us. Why don't we'll throw it in there. It's probably not going to be in that first slot, but that's one of the ones that I want. Tolerance of Heathens, something I want. Or creation cost could be good. I mean, that just saves you admin points, which I guess... as a Merchant Republic, we'll be able to choose what kind of admin points we get. Blockade efficiency sounds kind of fun. I like these ones. These ones I think are really undervalued. The ones that have 4 levels, and it goes like 0, 3, 9, 18. Like, for example, the same thing, attrition for enemies. 0, 5, 15, 30. That's, I still think, really, really valuable. Get 1 attrition for enemies for 5 points, that's really good. We're definitely going to take that. I know that we kind of played around with that a little bit in the Russia, Uber Russia kind of campaign. What else can we throw in? I would probably like to get a naval force limit modifier in here somewhere, which is under diplomatic. Light ship cost is probably not a big deal. Privateering efficiency. Provincial trade power. That's pretty cool. Because provincial trade power still gets propagated upstream. We've already taken trade efficiency. I really feel like it shouldn't be on this list. Well, I mean, it does say you're already selecting this modifier. We'll swap slots. I guess that makes sense. What am I looking for right now? I'm looking for naval force limits. I also feel like when you hover over this right here, it should show this same thing right here. It should show that when you hover over it here, instead of making you go back in the list. So naval maintenance modifier. That's pretty cheap, but money's just something we're going to be swimming in. So for 5 points, we can have 15%. That seems pretty reasonable. Morale of Navy is completely useless. Aggressive expansion impact. Nah. Blockade efficiency is stupidly cheap. That sounds pretty cool. We're gonna go with a very, you know, coastal thing. That's like what we're gonna do. So we have too many diplomatic ideas right now. We have very few administrative. Let's see if there's anything administrative that would be nice. Idea cost. I don't like things like this because, like, if you manage your monarch points well, then you can get ahead of time on your tech, and then the excess points are worthless. Whereas something like, say, missionary strength is very hard to get more of. Or monthly autonomy change. Yes, once you're down to 0, it's not there, but like it's something that's difficult to get your hands on. You know, it's not an easy modifier to obtain. Just blanket national unrest. That's pretty good, actually. Did we already throw tolerance of heathens in? Yes. For 30 points, yearly Republican tradition. Let's see, we're a merchant republic. So every 4 years, we have an election. Let's see. So how much value is this really? It's 2 Republican tradition every election. It's not that valuable to me. I don't think it really matters. Well, how silly would it be to take yearly legitimacy as a republic? It's funny. Yearly inflation reduction. Now this is interesting. This is a flat reduction to your inflation, where there's lots of buildings in the game that'll increase it by, like, you know, plus 10% increased inflation reduction. But if you don't have a flat modifier for that to multiply with, then it doesn't do anything. So just having like minus 0.1, that's like having an advisor all the time. I like that. Let's take that. Let's try that one out. We're going to be doing like pillaging and looting and stuff like that. Discipline, I think, is not really our cup of tea. We're going to win wars and stuff via economy and blockades and massive numbers of troops. Still, I mean, we could have some naval or some stuff here. Port defense slows down sieges. I feel like the land leader's shock and fire and stuff are too expensive for what they do. Siege ability, nah. Recruitment time. Nope, that doesn't make much sense. Prestige from land battles, how useless would that be? Oh my gosh, I get to 100 prestige even faster. Morale of armies, that can be valuable. You know, I think probably the most valuable one on here is probably like infantry combat ability. Because your infantry, especially for the first like 200 or 300 years, they do the vast majority of the damage. And then discipline's pretty cheap too. I guess we'll keep discipline in there. And then for the final one, what would we want to have? Could either do administrative or military. Cheaper buildings is kind of silly, it's just money. I guess core creation cost could be good, because it reduces the amount of time as well. And this one's just nasty. Let's throw it in there for fun. We'll bump it up to level 2. Alright, so now that we've got the ones picked, let's see if there's an alternative order that might make more sense. We definitely want merchant and trade efficiency first. Trade efficiency being free is nice. I might be willing to spend a few more points. We'll see. We've already spent 144. Wow, that seems like a lot. Yeah, we're actually going to have to... Wow. Extra cost from provinces modifiers. Damn you! No! It's already been broken! Oh man, Wiz fixed it within 1 day. Look at the points cost on that thing now. Damn it! He ruined it. I'm looking at it like, oh man, it's gonna be totally fine. I should have I should have kept a save file. Damn you. Alright, well we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to make it happen anyway. We're gonna do Tradey McTrade. Curse you, Wiz. Curse you! Alright. Extra cost from provinces modifiers. Holland, super expensive. So do you think we can survive? Well, I think we need to take, like, the one province miners that are adjacent to us are going to be really easy to attack, because we are going to be a member of the Empire. So as long as we get a claim, we can attack them. So I think what we need to do is we need to get some more land from our biggest enemy, which is going to be this guy. We can afford to take this one from him, that'd be good too. Culture Flemish, that'll change. At least it should. Whoa. Why isn't it changing to my culture? That'll be interesting. Well, there goes all my fun. Thanks, Wiz. You think we could survive as a 3-province miner adjacent to Burgundy? I guess we should give it a shot. The profitable idea group. Alright, well, let's go back to doing this. Tolerance of heathens. Naval force limit modifier. We want that pretty early. Let's move that up. Damn you, Wiz. Hostile core creation on us, I think we'll need really early as well. Because that's going to be the thing that dissuades other countries from attacking us. I think it should say, like, what type of group it is over there. So I don't even know where to look for these things. Is it administrative? Yeah. Okay, I want attrition for enemies as well. I think we're going to have to put the naval force limit a little bit later. Mid-game-ish. That one was here. Naval force limit modifier. We'll put the attrition for enemies up here. Like, I want that right away. Hostile core creation. I think we actually flip these two. I want the attrition as early as I can, but at the same time, I cannot really afford to. I think we need to be, you know, defensive. We gotta have that hostile core creation to prevent people from wanting to attack us. So, yeah, hostile core creation is gonna go up. Then we get our naval force limits, then we get our blockade efficiency, and then we're rolling in the money. See, these ones would be really nice to have earlier on as well. More so than this stuff? Probably. Let's throw the naval force limit modifier a little bit further down the list. Alright, so... interesting that it defaulted back down to level 1. Blockade efficiency... oh, I just did that totally wrong. Infantry combat ability is the one I wanted to move up. Infantry combat ability goes up. And then let's put the naval force limit modifier here. Naval force limit modifier. Blockade efficiency is more important than yearly inflation. Yeah, a little late game thing there. Oh, we're at 196 again. Anything else we can buy? Are we paying any extra points for anything? Traditions and early ideas cost more. See, the merchant, I think... merchant's like, what, 30 points? It's only 15. Traditions and early ideas cost more, 23. So getting that extra merchant is actually costing more than double. It seems like they've already changed the formula. We want the discipline. Blockade efficiency. All that really does is increase the speed of your ships. Maybe this isn't a good fit. It's just, it's so cheap, you know? Whatever, we'll just keep it. But if there's any other land we can buy... 12 points. See, for like 11 points, I'd love to be able to afford that. But, you know, I guess a little less land would probably be better. Ooh, and we can totally fit this in. Nice. 10% infantry combat ability, it's a little bit better. Alright, and then tolerance to heathens. That's very late in the game, but that'd be nice. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this order. We'll see, we'll see. I don't know how this is gonna go. I already feel like Wiz really ruined all my strategy. So, alright, let's do this. This will be the Norse Arumba, the Arumba Merchant Republic of Awesomeness. So, cool. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you again in the next video. This was episode number 0. See you in episode number 1.